So when starting any kind of business, especially an online business, one of the most important first steps to take is to separate your business finances and your personal finances. This is for two main reasons. First of which, the legal reason, okay? Because if your business gets sued and you're mixing your business and your personal finances, that person can come after your house, they can come after your car, anything you own personally is on the line for a business lawsuit. Really, really bad situation. Second reason, and hopefully more applicable, is because if you are mixing your personal and your business expenses, you are limiting yourself in terms of the write-offs that you can take for your business, because it's a lot harder to prove something was a write-off if you're mixing your personal and your business expenses together. So to fix both those things, one of the best first steps you can take is to open a business bank account. Now I can tell you what, this is going to save you so much time if all of your income and expenses are flowing in and out of one account. And I want to say I'm not sponsored by Novo, but I do use them for two of my businesses that I run. So I really like these guys, and this is why I'm making this video, to kind of break down all of the ins and outs that you need to know about Novo Bank to decide if they are the right kind of online bank to use for your business or if you want to look somewhere else. So first off, what actually is Novo Bank? Well, it's essentially a business checking account that is specialized for online entrepreneurs, okay? Because in the past, okay, and up until about a couple years ago, any business bank account you wanted to get from a big bank, from really any bank, credit union, whatever, was going to charge you a monthly fee to have that account open, believe it or not. I know most personal accounts have done away with the monthly fee, but business accounts were still allowed to operate with it, and nobody was really challenging them there. So Novo was one of the first online guys to come around and say, hey, no fees for this account, 100% free. When we dive into the features and integrations, you're also going to see why they are specifically tailored towards online entrepreneurs versus your typical brick and mortar businesses. Now, there's also no branches with Novo, so you're able to do everything online, which for me is really nice. I hate going into bank branches, so for me, being able to do everything online, not even over the phone, is a really big plus for me. So first off, the core feature is that business checking account that has absolutely no fees to use, and it comes with a debit card as well, so you can make payments for your different expenses for your business. Now, there's no hidden fees and no minimums, and like I said before, most big banks are going to charge you either a monthly fee or they're going to have a monthly minimum of X thousand dollars that you need to keep in your account, or both. So having neither of those things is a big plus for Novo users if you're just getting started with your online business. Now, honestly, the main reason why I personally use Novo is because of the Novo reserves, okay? And basically what a Novo reserve is it allows you to make a sub account within your bank account. So you've got your whole bank account, then you can carve out a little section of it for particular things and not allow yourself to spend money in that particular reserve. So the use case for this for online entrepreneurs is for their taxes, okay? Because as an online entrepreneur, this is a very complicated tax situation compared to being an employee. You have to set aside tax money for yourself. One of the best ways to do that, in my personal opinion that I found so far, is through using Novo reserves, because basically, again, like I said, it carves out a section of your bank account, a little subsection, and you can say, boom, this is my tax section. And then every time you get paid, you just toss a little bit in there, and it kind of just builds up over time. You don't have to have a separate bank account entirely. It's just like a little corner of your bank account that you're saving for taxes, and just kind of keeping track of that on the side, so you don't have to scramble when tax season comes around or your quarterly payments or whatever. You've got that money sitting over there on the sidelines ready to go. Now, this is kind of a part of the whole like self-withholding process that I detail in my 4 steps to take when you get paid on YouTube video. So if you want to learn more about how to actually withhold tax money from yourself, check out this video up here, and I break down that entire process step by step and exactly what I do every single month with my online income. Now, in addition to everything being free, you can actually also get discounts on popular online business expenses that you might be spending money on with your business. So I'll toss some of these on the screen right now, but they include things like Google ads, Snapchat ads, QuickBooks, GoDaddy, Stripe, Zendesk, and a whole bunch of other tools that online business owners typically use on a regular basis and pay for. So essentially, Novo has partnered with these guys to offer these exclusive deals to Novo users, things like saving X number of dollars on Google ads or getting a percentage off on your QuickBooks, things like that, which are kind of convenient if you are paying for these things already. Now, on top of the cash back, they actually also offer some integration. So you can integrate your Novo bank account with these different services to make everything kind of flow a lot smoother, a lot more streamlined. And really, there's some cool stuff you can do here, okay? I'm a big fan of automation. So let me just break down a couple quick examples of what you could use this for. So you got integrations with things like Shopify, Stripe, Slack, Zapier. These are kind of like the main ones that I typically use. Now, a quick example here. You could set up a Slack integration where every time you get a deposit into your account, okay, every time somebody bought something from you, you could get a message to a Slack channel saying, hey, so-and-so just bought something, or so-and-so just signed up for a subscription, okay? So that's a cool thing you could do if you're just starting a little business and getting a couple sales here and there. That's a cool little thing you could do. But with Zapier, I mean, that's where the cool stuff happens, because if you haven't used Zapier before, I'm a huge Zapier Zapier advocate. I mean, I'm a huge like systems thinker on like how can I automate as much as possible. And Zapier is basically a tool for doing that allows you to connect really like everything to each other. So you can connect your bank account with like a Google spreadsheet or to like your CRM or like all these different things. It's really, really cool. But you can do that with Novo, and that's not something that a lot of other banks actually offer. Now, one other feature that's going to probably be attractive to you if you are running an online business is early Stripe payments. So currently, if you sync up your Stripe account with your Novo account, you can get paid 1 business day early for your Stripe transaction. So typically you get a Stripe transaction, you got to wait a couple of days before that money actually hits your bank account. Novo is actually going to advance you on that money 1 business day, so you can get that money earlier and kind of free up your cash flow to keep reinvesting or to spend that money whenever you want. You don't have to wait quite as long till you get your cash. Kind of nice. So now that you know how the account actually works, let's talk about how to open one up. It's actually a very simple process to open up a Novo bank account. First off, as you would expect, we got a link down in the description below that you can use if you want to support the channel. From there, you're just going to click on the Get Started button on the page. You'll enter your business email and just create a secure password. Then there's a quick application to go through. It takes a couple minutes where you type in all of your business information so they can figure out if you actually have a real business. They're not expecting you to have like millions of dollars of cash flow. You don't have to have any cash flow at all. They're just expecting you to have an actual business that is registered somewhere. Then from there, you just submit your application and wait for a response. They might ask you for a couple additional pieces of information depending on whether your business is a little bit newer. They might just need you to send over some PDFs, but once they have everything they need, typically only takes a couple hours to get your account approved and to get you access to your new Novo account. Now, since Novo isn't a bank that's actually been around for decades, a lot of people are wondering, like, is this a safe bank account? Is this a legit place for me to keep my money? Okay, and so the answer to that question is yes, okay, because they don't actually hold on to your money. Instead, they are partnered with a bank called Middlesex Federal Savings. This bank has actually been around since the 1890s and is FDIC insured up to $250,000, the standard across the banking industry. So any money that you have in that account, 250 grand or lower, is fully insured. If you go over that 250,000 amount, you might want to open up a second account just to make sure your money stays fully insured. But since Novo is free, a lot of people have questions about how they actually make their money, okay? Because anytime something is free, you are right to ask a couple questions and think about, okay, if this is free, how is it being paid for? Where are they getting their money from? So there's 3 main income sources that Novo is actually using to make money without charging you a fee. The first of which is the typical bank model, okay? Because when you give a bank money, they're turning around and lending that money to somebody else. So Novo themselves aren't the ones lending money. They don't do loans at the moment. But again, their partner bank, Middlesex Federal Savings, is turning around and loaning that money out. Novo is making some money out of that. Again, this is how all banks operate. And if you didn't know, that's how the banking system works. Now, the second way they're making money is through interchange fees. So anytime you swipe a credit card, the merchant that's accepting that credit card actually pays a small fee, typically around 3%. Now, that fee gets split up between a couple different people, from the bank to the credit card issuer like Visa or MasterCard, and there's a couple different people that are getting a split there, but Novo is one of the people getting a split on that credit card swipe fee. And then lastly, their third method for making money is through affiliate marketing. So with their different partners that they have offers with, they're getting a bit of a kickback anytime you use that offer. So if you use that offer to save money on your Google ads, you're saving money, Novo's getting a cut, and Google is basically using that as a marketing expense for their business. So these 3 methods allow them to operate a fee-free bank that allows entrepreneurs to drastically streamline their finances, which is a very good thing overall. So now that you know about my top pick for a business bank account, again, link is down in the description below. The next thing you should do is check out this video over here where I talk about the top tax deductions for online creators. So once you got the bank account set up, it's time to start taking advantage of some write-offs. So over here, you can find the top 10 write-offs that you could be taking advantage of if you are creating content online. So definitely check that video out, and I'll see you over there.